Yes, 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 yes. We're back, guys. We are back, guys. As you walk in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to KL Culture Radio. Hakeem, Jordan, what's cracking like and what's cracking like and what's cracking like it?
Man, it's good to be back, man. It's a wonderful thing. Let's get it on.
Jordan, you there? Well, we'll get join some time to queue up. But as we wait, guys, like always, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board, Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Make sure you follow. It's so very important for you guys to follow us so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to those right now watching us from Rumble and also X, TikTok, and Bingo Live. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this lovely Wednesday evening. Well, Hakeem, before when joining pretty much gets here, I went to Vegas over the weekend, and I'm telling you right now, Vegas economy right now ain't doing too good. What they're saying about Vegas economy is absolutely true when it comes to the aspect of tourism, people buying property, people doing other things. So I thought those rumors was like, I thought people just talking, but it's true. Like, it seemed like Vegas is like there's more loss than reward. Like even people that go there, I don't know, remember like back in the days, people would be able to
Yep.
have that full Vegas experience. Like, oh, I got some money and I'm able to use the money on certain things. Now it ain't like that. It's like when you go to Vegas now, it's like there's more loss than win. That's crazy. But go ahead, Hakeem. Your thoughts on hearing of my Vegas experience over the weekend? That thing was
Hey,
crazy.
I heard that Vegas was changing, but then I heard a lot of people are not traveling as much. Nobody has money to travel like they used to. And you know what I mean? So
Okay.
everybody just saving their money in pocket and everything. So it makes sense. So y'all didn't get nothing on discount since it wasn't that many people?
No, they still certain stuff was still a regular price, but like certain places like Caesar continue to be high. MGM Grand continue to be high, but a lot of people are heading back home, going back to their regular hometown. They realize how Vegas is like a scam. Like a lot of people, like man, I came in here and I was thinking I was gonna win something, and I ain't win anything. Like talking to different people from all over the world is just it's just a really really cool experience. So I recommend people that is going to Vegas. Vegas is for the big dogs. Ain't no more for the little dog, and that's facts. And I heard that they have also selfless riding cars now. Hakeem too. They have it. They're working on that. So pretty soon,
Oh wow.
it's gonna hurt the Uber. Yeah, it's gonna hurt the Uber business over there in Vegas. They testing it out. Me and my comrades was able to test it out. It was really really dope to see like selfless riding car with no human being. But one thing about it is like it's very comfortable, and they
Yeah, I
ride
can
everything under the speed limit. Go ahead.
I can only imagine.
Yeah. So, but more Jordan said he had to reboot. So I'm waiting for him to come back on, but he said he had to. His service went out, so he had to rebuild it. So, but the show must go on. So he already has something. This coming from an NBA. So we moving along. Shout out to Evelyn that's in the building. But we moving along to sports. So when Jordan finished rebooting, he was just time in. So Hakeem, over the weekend, the WNBA you already know now they're going to the finals. However, there was a comment read by one of the WNBA stars to lack of accountability when it comes to the league office and also issues surrounding officialing. Go ahead, Hakeem, play that clip and we'll deep dive right into it.
That I would like to make before taking any questions. All right. So first of all, I'd like to congratulate the Mercury for advancing to the finals. And I want to be clear, this conversation is not about winning or losing. It's about something much bigger. The real threat to our league isn't money, it isn't ratings, or even missed calls, or even physical play. It's the lack of accountability from the league office. Since I've been in the league, you've heard the constant concerns about officiating and it has now reached levels of inconsistency that plague our sport and undermine the integrity in which it operates. Whether the league cares about the health of the players is one thing, but to also not care about the product we put on the floor is truly self-sabotage. Year after year, the only thing that remains consistent is the lack of accountability from our leaders. I have prepared a statement. Sorry, I had to walk here in my boot. I'm kind of out of breath. The league has a buzzword that they've rolled out as talking points for the CBA as to why they can't pay the players what we're worth. That word is sustainability. But what's truly unsustainable is keeping a good product on the floor while allowing officials to lose control of games. Fans see it every night. Coaches, both winning and losing, point it out every night in pregame and postgame media. Yet leadership just issues fines and looks the other way. They ignore the issues that everyone inside the game is begging to be fixed. That is negligence. At Unrivaled this past February, I sat across from Kathy and asked how she planned to address the officiating issues in our league. Her response was, well, only the losers complain about the refs. I also asked how she planned to fix the fact that players like Caitlin, Angel, and Paige, who are clearly driving massive revenue for the league, are making so little for their first 4 years. Sorry, I had to watch. Her response was, Caitlin should be grateful she makes $16 million off the court, because without the platform that the WNBA gives her, she wouldn't make anything. And in that same conversation, she told me, players should be on their knees thanking their lucky stars for the media rights deal that I got them. That's a mentality driving our league from the top. We go to battle every day to protect a shield that doesn't value us. The league believes it succeeds despite its players, not because of them. I have the privilege of watching my husband run a league where he has to balance 100 different things at once. I won't pretend the job is easy, but even with all of that on his plate, he always takes the time to reach out to players when he sees an injury, whether it's Unrivaled or even during the WNBA season. That is what leadership looks like. Those moments remind me that sometimes there are things bigger than the results than this game we play. But do you know who I haven't heard from? Kathy. Not one call, not one text. Instead, the only outreach has come from her number 2 telling my agent that she doesn't believe physical play is contributing to injuries. That is infuriating, and it's the perfect example of the tone-deaf, dismissive approach that our leaders always seem to take. I've finally grown tired. For too long, I have tried to have these conversations in private, but it's clear there is no intention of accepting there's a problem. I'm not concerned about a fine. I'm concerned about the future of our sport. At some point, everyone deserves to hear the truth from someone who I hope has earned the benefit of the doubt to fight for what is right and fair for our athletes and our fans. We have the best players in the world. We have the best fans in the world. But right now, we have the worst leadership in the world. If I didn't know exactly what the job entailed, maybe I wouldn't feel this way. But unfortunately for them, I do. We serve a league that has shown they think championship coaches and Hall of Fame players are dispensable, and that's fine. It's professional sports. But I will not stand quietly by and allow different standards to be applied at the league level.
Go ahead, Jordan. Are you there? Everything's working?
Yeah, everything's working. Maya, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
We can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, for this, you know, it's the WNBA finals is right. You know, it's here. But after the WNBA finals, you know, the bargaining, the CBA is going to end with the WNBA, and now you know, a lot of these WNBA players, especially as Collier, you know, they're really going at how terrible she is as commissioner, how, you know, she really that she thinks that she really don't care about the players, well-being, you know, and not really bringing the league like it should be. You know, the last couple of years we've been talking about the league, but it has been, you know, with the Angel Reese's, the Caitlin Clarks and everything. But when it comes to the commissioner, which we don't even know her name like that, you know, she should have did. If the players feel like they should have been better about branding their players better, and also, you know, when it comes to the bargaining agreement, make sure they get paid a little bit more than they get paid now. So right now, you know, after the finals is over, it's going to get really, really messy after the off seasons, and with the WNBA players and also with the commissioner. Now that being said, Rodney, what's your take on this?
No, I totally agree with you. What she stands for, and also the WNBA players, because you got to keep in mind a lot of these commissioners, the only thing they care about is green, and only know they star players that's gonna be able to boost up ratings and boost up fans to come into the audience. Now, when it comes to the WNBA, it's not like the NBA that there's so many different superstars. The WNBA doesn't have a lot of superstars, so they're picking and choosing who they like. They don't even care about like certain stars that like average more than Angel Reese or certain stars that average more points than Caitlin Clark. They will only focus on them too. I think they need to do a better job in the WNBA to give all fairness all across the board. But they keep it in mind, folks. They WNBA is starting to pick up. It hasn't fully picked up yet when it comes to aspect of the ratings. So the commissioners are trying to do the best they can to keep things going the way they wanted to go, like the WA, like the NBA type number. That's what they're working for. So the commissioner at this moment, if you ask me, do they care about all the players? No, they only care about them two stars, Angel Reese and Clayton Clark, because those are the two players that's actually bringing in the numbers. But I'm just curious when it goes to the WNBA final this coming Friday, how the numbers would be. Go right ahead, I can.
Definitely. So one thing I'm going to say is this: I see people complaining, but WNBA is not there yet. When we're talking about accountability and stuff like that, NBA get fined, fouls, the reps. Some people playing out saying that damn they're playing nasty. So here's the thing: you play the game and win some games. But for them to think that you can come in here and sway things the way you want to sway things, then so be it. You're gonna lose what you want to lose. No disrespect to them, but you're gonna have to work harder. He said the league been ratchet the last 2 years. You right, TJ. It ain't nothing. Nobody ain't dealing with that.
Personally, for me, WNBA they need a new commissioner. They definitely a new commissioner. This commissioner, you know, it's not good because you have like I said before, you have actually you have three. You have Angel Reese, you have Cousin Clark, and you have the rookie on Paige Beckner, who played for the Dallas Wings and everything. Those are your three most marketable players. And the thing is, you got Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson was in the finals for like the fourth time, no, the fourth or fifth time, and she won her fourth MVP. Why are we not talking about her? Why are we talking about Angel Reese more, um, Caitlin Clark more, and Paige Beckler more than Asia Wilson, which is the best player in the game? To me, that's a problem right there. To me, that's more of the commissioner not marketing your best player, and you want to market Caitlin Clark and Jerice, which are they're good marketers. You're not marketing the best player. And the thing is, I have a real problem with commissioners doing that. And what Colin said about the commissioner, what she just said, I agree with her 1,000%. And I feel like coming into after the season is over, and then coming to get a new agreement and everything, it's gonna get nasty. It might get nasty as we might see next year that it's gonna go to as the WNBA might get locked out next year. Meaning we might see any games next year. So I feel like this definitely gonna get ugly. Like I said again, I feel like they need a new commissioner who knows how to market. If they can go get somebody from the NBA office and bring it to WNBA to market the game better, they definitely do that because this is the perfect golden time. We have all these great players as we are talking about because since Caitlin Clark and Jerice has been in the league, we have talked about WNBA more. But if we want to talk about it more, watch the games more, you need a better commissioner. And to me, that commissioner need to resign immediately, get a better commissioner so you can promote this game more better. Because this commissioner right here, if you got all these NBA players talking about it that's not backing you, that's a problem. And the commissioner needs to know.
Like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Shout out to Mr. Muhammad that's in the building. Blessed to be upon you. White House also in the building. The WNBA don't even promote was it Clancy Palms enough. I agree with that too. Shout out to TJ that's also in the building. Shout out to 10 of Crickets also in the building as well. What's up with Jordan Mack? Jordan has a technical difficulty over there and I say Las
Yeah,
Vegas, LA. So
my service is wagging. Give me like a half hour and it should get better. But my service has been wacky right at the moment, so bear with me.
no, it's understandable. Trust me, we all have a technical issue when it comes to this when it comes to this Wi-Fi. Moving along to money. Money makes the world go round. Money makes our pockets fat. Jordan, what's going on when it comes to financial news, big dog?
Let's get it to it. So the holiday season, it's October 1st, meaning the holiday season is right near the corner. So you know what that means. You know, Thanksgiving, Christmas is coming right up. So that means, you know, people gonna be spending their money, you know, when it comes to holiday gifts and everything. So when it comes to this year, you know, from last year we have seen kind of a downwards. And when it comes to this year, you know, with the, you know, people worry about the economy and also the tariffs, we will see a downside when it comes to consumers spending less of gifts and items when it comes to this upcoming season. So go ahead, play it. We do have a clip, so play the first 3 minutes of it, and after that, we can chop it up.
Shout out to Abby Warrior that's also in the building.
Most definitely. Shout out Abby Woody. Oh, we moving to another slide?
Yeah, the financial clip. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
the YouTube video.
And tweak it. Oh, what the hell?
Of interview. He is JLL's President of Retail Advisory Services. Great to have you with us. You heard our conversation about the concern about credit, et cetera. What are you seeing in terms of consumer behavior? Does it reflect any of these worries?
I think in many ways it does. We've done a survey for over 1,000 consumers, and this quite telling, and that tells us that for the overall broad consumer, they're pulling back. They're spending less money this year than last year. But it's a complex story. As we talked about earlier today, we can see that the top 10 to 20% of household earners in the USA are going to spend more. It's the bottom 50, 60, 70% that are holding back. And that's pretty consistent with what we expect from the market exposure, as was talked about in this table a minute ago. Only 50% of U.S. households are actually in the market. There's a whole 50% that aren't in the market. For them, when the market goes up, it's kind of irrelevant to them. So for them, they're looking at how long will their dollar go, and as a result, where they shop. And they're going to shop at Walmart, Target, Dollar General, Ross Dress for Less, TJX, as opposed to Nordstrom.
Right. So for the retail clients that JLL handles, at what point do they start making decisions about space for the next year? And does it hinge on this holiday shopping season? So therefore, I'm trying to sort of overlay where you're seeing spending pullbacks along with the retailers and what they might do.
So that's a good question. So retailers really think in two ways. There's the operating company, the OpCo, then there's a real estate group. The real estate group right now is looking at product that they're going to open up in 27 and 28, not right now. So they're making a real estate decision for a consumer and a retailer that says, how's the market looking in 24 months? And in most cases, I've talked to every retailer we can think about, they're bullish on the consumer on the long haul. What happens today, next week, or next month isn't what they're betting on. They're betting on 2 years, 3 years from now.
Obviously, the employment picture is first and foremost in terms of the spend, but outside of that, in your sort of studies, what scares the consumer from spending? What type of event?
Well, there's a number of events. First of all, this soft job market definitely scares them. Secondary, this constant talk of tariff puts unease. They actually don't know what it's going to cost them, no matter what the retailer does. And many retailers have said they're not passing that cost increase to the consumer. That doesn't matter. There's a bit of doubt in their minds. So between what's happening at the pump, what's happening at the home level, what's happening with job security, and then the last piece, which I don't want to think is minimized. Look, there's a lot of stress in the world out today. Wars in Ukraine, wars in Israel, all those things start to seep into your mind. You ask yourself, do I need that or do I want that? And sometimes wanting gets passed up for need. And that's what we're seeing most consumers decide right now.
So,
I can stop the video.
A question about direct-to-consumer. We're looking at Nike.
So so the holiday season is right coming up, and we don't know what to expect this season. With tariffs and people worry about the economy and people how people gonna spend. So I will go to you, Ronnie. What's your take about this upcoming season when it comes to holiday of people be spending on goods?
With the financial expert, he is absolutely absolutely telling the truth. A lot of consumers are really going to hold back. I think this year when it comes to holiday spending, due to the fact is people are unsure about when it comes to the tariffs. Like right now, when it comes to Amazon, if you order something from China, it might take a longer time than when it used to be like 2 to 3 weeks. Now it's taking a month or a month or two. So when it comes to the aspect of the holiday season, a lot of people are very uncertain. And when it comes to the job economy too as well, especially when it comes to certain jobs being laid off, certain companies closing down stores. So a lot of people are worried. So I think I'm being honest, most people that's going to spend this holiday season are people that really do have the bag or really do have the financial resource to be able to buy things. But like the regular folks, like the middle class and the poor class, they really gonna be hurting this year when it comes to the holidays. But let's see how things go when it comes to the number in November. Go right ahead, I can.
So we've been seeing this trend since the last 2 years coming right out of COVID. There was a downward trend, and we covered the financial market here. They was forewarning us even now, and a lot of us don't think it, but we are in a recession. There's not much to spend. Things are very expensive. Things and prices are adding up. So I do think like people are gonna make a steal, but like you say, if you don't got money for Black Friday and stuff, you're not gonna be doing anything.
Yeah, absolutely. When it comes to this year, people, if you don't have the means, it's okay. It's okay to skip the year if you can't get what you get and everything. Because you don't need to force yourself to overspend. Then hey, I'll rent, or I'll payment on the electric bill, or I'll payment on the phone or anything like that. It's okay to hey, if you don't have it, you don't have it, and just build on next year. Just keep building on what you're gonna do next year and everything because you shouldn't have to feel forced when it comes to the holiday spirit. When it comes to the holidays. And you got to do the basic thing you do every single year and everything. So if you got to skip this year and just to save, please do it and everything. Because it's not the now. It's about what's building for your future. For yourself, family, kids, whatever, anything like that. So people, if you don't have the means, if you can't do the gifts, find something that's easier to do and everything because. I know a lot of people that I know that kind of worry about the tariffs and all that type of things as well. So hey, don't try to force yourself or believe you have to be in the pot. If you can't do it this year, you can't do it this year. It's simple as that.
Shout out to E that's also in the building. He said, as long as the upper class got dough to throw at the stock market, it's gonna go up, which is absolute fact. I would say is a more means to the rich than actual middle class and also the poor. On to hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop. Jordan, what's going on when it comes to aspect of hip hop news, big dog?
Oh man, it's been a crazy day yesterday when it comes to the X world, especially with Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. So it all started with Cardi B, her alleged phone call got leaked by her and Ice Spice manager, and you can see Cardi B going off. And then after that, Nicki has fallen to the hold on it, and she started putting out tweets about attacking Cardi B, the person, also attacking Cardi B, attacking Cardi B, her kids and everything, and they've been going back and forth nonstop. As the Cardi B talk about Nicki Minaj's son, also her fertility issues and everything, and it just got just throwing rants and rants at each other, and it gets so deep and deep that also today that Nicki Minaj, not just they got off from Cardi B, she got off on TMZ, she got off on the Breakfast Club. This spreading at everybody, Jay Z, all the type of things. So we're seeing a big bit, upbeat when it comes to Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. So go ahead, can you play the leak audio or it started with Cardi B was going off of Ice Spice's manager.
I think that was it. It was just
So that was the audio that was linked, and the reason Cardi mentions Lotto because remember before Lotto and Ice Spice did a song together, they did have some beef, so that's why she said I'm not Lotto at the time when they had the beef. Also, Hakeem showed the tweets of Cardi B and Nicki Minaj was going at it, meaning they both going at each other's kids. Cardi going at fertility issues. and it just it is speaking better at each other and everything. It just gets bad and bad and bad. And so
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
man, it just shows that
Go
Cardi
ahead,
and
Emily.
Nicki Minaj still have beef with each other. So
Oh, okay. No, you can go right.
Trying to
so
interrupt nothing up in here.
so go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take with this battle with Cardi B and Nicki Minaj?
No, but the situation when it comes to Cardi B and also Lotto and also Nicki Minaj. Cardi B right now is hot right now. You know, her album is doing well. People are talking about her. She's all over the web. Now, when it comes to Nicki Minaj, I think Nicki Minaj is jealous of Cardi B right now because she got the spotlight. But them two rivals between them two been fighting for a very long time. I think by now, by at least 5 years. It's a New York thing. Them two New York broads, it's gonna always be going at it. I see no end and no peace for it. But at the end of the day, this actually hurt Nicki Minaj's fans. I mean, her fan base, because now her fan base is turning over to Cardi B because they're like, hey, Nicki Minaj, you on your own lane. Why are you going after this woman when you know this woman is on a whole different spectrum when it comes to the rap game? Nicki, you the queen. You supposed to sit back, relax like a queen does, and also sit on your throne. But it seems like now she's feeling threatened because Cardi B is pretty much her wave is going up. Now, when it comes to aspect of Lotto, I think it's a misunderstanding. At the end of the day, we know them two eventually going to talk. Keeping in mind, Cardi B is pregnant right now, so she's gonna act a certain. She's gonna be very, very emotional. So people feel to realize she is pregnant right now. So her emotions on an all-time high. Anything you say to her or anything you say about her is gonna trigger her immensely. So I think people understand that, and I think that's why they're trying to get under her skin. But between her and Lotto, it's just a misunderstanding. Go ahead, again.
It's just crazy how she just was going off in that leaked audio. Like that leaked audio is just crazy, man. She's talking about beating people up. So this is just um this just a weird thing for her to go do that. But this just goes back to say not all rap people are friends, and people are gonna go after each other. So this just proves our point. You think everybody like each other? Everybody got beef. Nobody really friends. It's all about money, status, and prestige. I'll land right there.
Absolutely, Hakeem, especially in the female rap community, they don't like each other. They don't like each other. Cardi B doesn't like Nicki Minaj. She doesn't like Ice Spice. She probably don't like Lotto. She doesn't like J. She don't like JT. She don't like Carisha. The make oh man, it's just Nicki Minaj don't like Megan Thee Stallion. It's like it's like the main rappers, they can, there might be some beef, but at the end of the day, they might work with each other. When it comes to female beef, oh my God, they will go underneath. They will attack kids and everything and don't care. Like, I don't see men doing, like, men rappers, they don't go that far when it comes to family or anything like that, but female rappers, they go beyond that. They're talking about the kids, your kids not even here yet and everything, and it's just crazy, just grabbing out here. And this tells me the female rap game, nobody's like somebody. Roger with traffic, he be kiki kaka, yeah, sure. But other than that, we're not talking everything. I remember when the motorsport came out with Nicki and Cardi B. They never talked to each other. They just did a verse here. I remember when they was on a set of the videos. They did different sets on different days, so they never saw each other on a different set or anything. So it goes to the point like they could do a track with each other and don't even talk with each other. They can talk to managers and other people and everything just to get us all together. But yeah, man, this female rap game is very, very grimy. I've never like just going at each other like this and see what they tweeting about. And Nicki going after everybody, not just Cardi B, but she going after everybody. Jay-Z, TMZ. It's like, it's like I see Nicki got the God complex and everything, but to see that from Nicki, she's probably like one of the best female rappers ever. But her to go to that low, doesn't need to go that low, but for her to go so low on Cardi and everybody else, man, it just shows that the female rap game is just grimy, and I'm glad. Woo, I'm glad that the man rappers, they don't got to go with this because this is crazy.
Like, share, subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Shout out to all the new subscribers, all the new listeners. Shout out to those that hitting the like button, the share button, and also that notification bell. Thank you guys so much. That making Chaos Culture Radio the biggest thing on the planet. Moving along, we have a lot of things to cover before we head up and out of here. Jordan, what's going on with the government shutdown? The main topic on today's show.
Let's get it. Let's get into it. So, I believe earlier this year, the government made a deal to kind of prolong the government shutdown. But right now, as of yesterday, government shutdown starts today. Meaning, there's some people that's out of work, or also there's people that are currently working like TSAs and other military officers might be working, but they won't get paid on time. And it will definitely have some effects, during today until the government shutdown is completely unshut down till they get to work out a deal. So we do have the clip, Hakeem. So Hakeem play the first 3 minutes of it, and after that we'll chop it up.
Hakeem, you there? Did he step away?
I don't know. Is this Wi-Fi acting up too?
It probably is. Hold on, give me a second.
Yeah. Bear with us, guys. Technical difficulties with our Wi-Fi today, so bear with us. Like I said, we appreciate you guys watching us, but bear with us with the technical difficulties.
Yeah, so was waiting for him to get back. But but the situation when it comes to the aspect of the government shutdown, because people are trying to wonder what is going on when it comes to government shutdown. Pretty much what's happening, the government will be shutting down until they pretty much reach an agreement when it comes to federal funding. That's the whole point. And the only thing that's really which concern me, Jordan, is that the government shutdown doesn't make any sense when the Republican pretty much have the House, the Senate, and the Congress. That don't make any sense at all. And I don't know why they're making a big deal about it when the government, pretty much Republicans are running the House. So let's wait on your thoughts, Jordan. What's your thoughts on that until Hakeem comes back? Because I don't know if he stepped away or not.
I'm definitely agree with you on that. I don't get this. Like this right here should be government fund. It should be an easy fix, because you're not, this is not like a world economics thing. This is like internal government type of issues that it's easier to fix and everything. So I was kind of surprised because I thought, once they extended, because they had a government shutdown, I believe it was early last year, and then they prolonged it, and I thought, okay, maybe they'll make a deal. But now they started yesterday with government shutdown. Now doing some type of government funding and everything. This should be the last. This should be not the last, but this should be like I would say one of the easy things to fix, so they can get it, get funding, and it lasts, because I know they do it like every 3 years or something like that. But yeah, man, this is very surprising. So they should hopefully they'll get this done by the end of this week or next week, because this right here, this should never be so prolonged that you wait till the last minute, can't figure out how we gonna use government funding for people that works inside government and everything. I know you guys cut down federal funding and all top of things, but if you would have since you cut down federal funding at certain things, you should have kind of push onto the people that needs it, that still works in the federal government when it comes to funding and everything. So yeah, this is kind of wacky to me, but hopefully they can find a deal done real soon on this.
Not only that, but it also affects the federal workers, because the federal workers, remember, they're gonna be without a job until they come up with an agreement. until they come up with the funding. And that's why everybody waiting on President Trump to see like what is the ongoing issues, because people prefer to realize at this point this is pretty much out of his hands, because now it's the Congress and the Senate that need to come up with an agreement on how they're going to disperse the money. Everything I always tell people, everything in the United States, that's the only thing they care about is green. What makes sense? If anything that doesn't make sense, they're not gonna go forward. But did it affect other people? Of course, because there's a lot of federal workers who need a job, who needs to be in work tomorrow morning, but unfortunately, they will not be working due to the fact that there is no funding. I mean, when there's no funding, they're not able to get paid. So a lot of the people that's in the military gotta go back to their home base, which leaves the government. Go ahead.
Also, the TSA workers who works in the airport and everything, they still got to work, but they might not get paid like they usually get paid. They probably got to wait a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks to get paid. So even though they might get back pay, and that's what kind of like the cons working for the government, because they have great benefits. I know that, but when it comes to like the government shutdown like this, and not trying to find something to deal to get done, something like this, that's when I kind of worry. Hey, you play with my money and everything, and I might go get paid on time, and when can we get a deal done? It's not like working in a private company like me. We was on the our deal was done when it comes to in our union. Even though we was working, our deal was done. We still got paid, but the money that we missed out on to get a raise on, we got that in a retro pay and everything. But when it comes to government, you got with a shutdown, you got to wait when you're gonna get paid. I do not like that one bit. That's the con for me of what I kind of eerie about work for the government when it comes to government shutdown.
Yeah, that most definitely. Like I was saying, all that thing plays a part. But unfortunately, guys, we gotta go ahead and end the show. I'm gonna just go ahead, Jordan, end the show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this lovely Wednesday. Shout out to all the new listeners, shout out to all the new subscribers. I can't unfortunately step away. I don't have certain access to certain things, but we're gonna go ahead and end the show. We will resume back tomorrow at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. We want to apologize because we all having technical difficulties today. It's part of being streamers. You know what I mean? You're gonna have issues, so we want to apologize for you guys for that. But also shout out to you guys for always coming through, showing us love and support. We really do greatly appreciate you guys. And guys, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember, click all, because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. But unfortunately, today we are ongoing with the technical issue, and we're going to work on it. But we will talk to you guys again tomorrow. Same time, 7 o'clock. Like always.